Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, if you read the title of this video, I saw the live action 2026 Moana. And so in an honor video, I usually do like these ranking videos of me ranking like the soundtrack. I saw the movie without like hearing like full soundtrack, so I can like hear it and also see the sequence like on its own. And again, yes, I saw the live action version no one really asked for. It's way too early for a live action movie for Moana. And again, I don't know why this needs to be, because even I see the movie myself, I just don't know why this needs to exist when we're already having the movie moving forward with the sequel, which was released like 3 or 2 years ago, and then now we're going back to how she got this necklace. So anyway, again, I'm one of those few people that just doesn't mind the remakes existing if they're like kind of done right. I think like there should be a rule, like they should make these remakes less than like 30 years. Like there should be a little bit like a time like rule to do these remakes, because like 10 years it's way too like early for that, unless they're doing something different. But like this one just isn't. It's basically like a little bit of like shot. It's mostly like a shot by shot remake. It fits in that category. It was just done like so badly, which we're gonna talk about the music. Like, we're gonna talk about my favorite sequence. That's why it's a ranking video. And again, I'm gonna try my best to make this like spoiler free. And again, if you don't want to miss any more like Disney content in my channel, please make sure you subscribe and like. I have tons of videos, and I'm definitely gonna do a Descendants Week in Wonderland ranking videos of the soundtrack, so subscribe if you don't want to miss that. I'm gonna definitely do that. And yeah, further ado, let's just talk about the live action movie. I mean, there's not really, to be honest with you, there's not really that much spoilers unless you see the original animation. If you haven't seen the animation, then like I feel like that's the only audience that might enjoy this movie. If you watch it like blindly, you have no idea about the Moana story, then like, you probably will enjoy it and then get disappointed once you watch the animation. I feel like people that get more upset is once they watch animation, like what, you know? Actually, it's of course way better than this movie. And again, I would recommend seeing this movie like at the end, like open-minded. And if you have not seen the animation as well, and then you can cleanse your brain by watching the animation after you see the live action, so you can be like, oh, so you can see like a bit of a difference or whatever. So again, let's get right into it. Again, if you're talking about, is there like any new music in this movie? There is, but it's not in the movie. It's in the credits, which is along the way, like the two Moanas, the OG, Ali and Catherine that played the live action Moana, and then The Rock have a song. I wish it was in the movie. It's such a missed opportunity, but it isn't. It's in the credits of the movie, so I'm not gonna count that because it has to be in the movie. Again, it's like a missed opportunity as well. Again, I did this ranking based on like my first viewing of the movie and my first initial like reaction to it, my overall thoughts about these numbers. So I'm just giving you a heads up about that. I'm only gonna include numbers that actually have like singing. I'm not gonna include like the instrumental, for example, like the montage with Moana and Maui doing the Voyager scene, and also like when baby Moana, like where it's just her, you know, how she discovered the ocean. Like I'm not gonna include that because like it's a musical, but like it's not like there's no like singing involved, so I'm gonna include like anything with singing. I mean, I'm including No the Way because it's still, there's people singing that one, so that's a little bit different. So we have 9 tracks. So 9th place happens to be the opening. The opening number should be because I did musical theater, the opening number should be strong and ends the movie strong, but this one unfortunately ended so badly. So number 9 is Where You Are, which is the opening number from the original. The animation is like so much better than this live action, is because I'm just very disappointed in how they did this number in the movie. Again, it just felt like everybody was held gunpoint. Like you don't see any like energy. It just looks like a tourist video of like Motunui, where Moana's from, and everybody doesn't look very happy. They don't look like passionate about saying about this place. It just looks like, I don't know, the energy is kind of off, and that's kind of like the pacing and the vibe of this movie. And it's just like bad, even the singing too. And again, my only problem is like in the live action version, they didn't focus too much on like Moana really wanted to be in the ocean, like when she was young. She's just focusing on whatever it is. Whereas in the animation, you can obviously tell she really wants to see the ocean, which will be crucial with her I Want to. For this one, you don't really like see it. I mean, she does when she wants ocean, but you don't see her as a kid that she wants to. You don't see like the desire of her going to ocean. That's the thing that was missing in this number that makes it more emotional. I feel like the energy's lacking. The vocals are not really amazing for this number, and it's just like low energy, which is unfortunate because in the original animation there's so much energy, and then you get to see Moana grow up and stuff. It just wasn't it. It just didn't really hit the mark, unfortunately. And the thing that really didn't hit the mark, I have to put, this is my honest opinion, I put number 8 with How Far I'll Go. Do you know how disappointed I am? How Far I'll Go should be like when I saw part of it where I'm like crying, but I didn't feel like crying. It was so disappointing. I think it's because Catherine, I don't know how to say her last name, but Catherine's performance in the sequence was just like, yes girl, give us nothing, give us no energy. She has an amazing vocal, and there's other songs that her voice is like better. Just this one just didn't hit. Her performances, it reminds me of like Emma Watson's Belle reprise, where she just like stand there, just sings the song, nothing happening, where like she could do some like movements or into animation, but no, it's just her standing just singing the song. And it feels like, I think my only problem with like Catherine's vocal is like she's trying to, I think it's also the problem with her performance as Moana, is that she's trying to like mimic the OG vocal but trying to make it her own. I think it was a huge mistake. I think she should just make it her own. What makes it unique and different from the live action and animation, I just feel like she's trying to like mimic, and it's just very hard. She goes back and forth with like, I'm trying to like mimic the animation but also like I'm trying not to, and like I know in her soul she couldn't do it, but like you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it throughout the entire rest of the movie with her performance, to be honest with you. But this one, just how I feel. And again, the original song, and I was just way better, it has more of emotion. This one just sounds like she's just singing it. Like there's just no emotion, which is very unfortunate. Again, it just looks like a cover of her singing the song instead of like her actually performing it. There's like, you know, that's how I feel. And the 7th place, I put How Far I Go reprise, and that one should be heart-wrenching moment. There's so many heart-wrenching moments, but the live action just didn't really do it for me. Again, same thing with the How Far I Go. I feel like you can kind of tell Catherine is stuck between like trying to mimic the original but also trying to make it her own. It's kind of like you can see her like really struggling trying to sound like the original. And again, I feel like I just didn't feel like the emotional punch like in the animation. And I just, again, the entire movie, especially this one, just looks like an SNL like skit. And again, the number just felt super rushed. Like there was no like emotional beat. It just sounds like, again, just like her singing it, and yeah, she did it, but there's just no like emotional punch like in the animation part. It's like literally like almost like shot by shot with the sequence, but like it's just not, there's just no emotional punch, I would say. So that's my number 7. Hold on, let me just change the battery and then we'll continue. Okay, so moving on to number 6, I put We Know the Way, which is weird because like I really like the original. Just this one, I feel like it's just missing that like this like discovery or like curiosity vibe when I heard the song, versus like in the, you know, because this number reveals like the origin story, how does like Moana's like village was built, like the founder of the village. I just didn't, again, feel it once again. I don't know, I just find it's just weird that I didn't hear Lin-Manuel Miranda's like vocals, because I'm so used to hearing his vocal in the original one, but this one, it's, I don't think I like it, but I like how it's the ancestors like that are singing in this song, but it didn't make me go like, wow. I just feel like there was something missing. I think it's just like discovery like part of the song where they discovered this land. Sorry, I think you're just missing that discovery. That's all I can say. That's why it's number 6. She's like in the middle, you know? Okay, so number 5, I'm very disappointed, but for number 5, I put I Am Moana, the song like Answer C. They use this song a lot during promotion just to do like the nostalgic like feels, and like it's definitely like the emotional part, the emotional climate of this movie. And I remember when I saw the original one, I was in tears. I really felt Moana's like down moment. Again, it was super powerful. However, for this one, I didn't really feel it as usual. Again, it was just all over the place. I feel like Catherine was like, this is like kind of like her good vocal, but kind of not, mixed between boys. What made it worse, like the actress that played the grandma, she's great acting as the grandma, but when she sings, that's when it got all over the place. I can kind of hear her voice cracking when she about to do like her a little bit of a high note after she finished like her verse. I can hear that. And the only I like how big it is. It's very grand scheme with all the like the ghosts of like the boats and stuff. And I just didn't feel the emotional beats with this number where I should be. It was just, I think it's because like Catherine's performance of Moana is like all over the place. Like it's like girl, you're giving us nothing, but also you're trying, but you're kind of not, which is so hard. So yeah, that was like all over the place with this number. Like I Am Moana, the song Ancestors, yeah. Okay, so moving on to the top 4. Number 4, I put Know Who You Are. The reason I put it high is because this is the song that I did enjoy Catherine's vocal. She sounds like amazing, lower registers, to be honest with you, even though like the sequence is pretty much exactly the same as the animation. But like it was just wow, the vocals is just like really great. That's my first impression. That's why I put it higher up, because like I just really enjoy her vocals. Like she didn't sound like she's trying to like mimic the original. She sounded like she kind of still is, but she's doing like a better job with this number than the other songs. But like it sounded, yeah, just sounded better. It wasn't the top because I didn't have an emotional raunchy part. Again, this is another like emotional part, but I didn't really feel her voice sounded amazing for this song. So that's why she's almost in the top 3 so far. Okay, number 3, I put We Know the Way, the finale song. I love the vocals of the finale. I was like, where was this energy in the opening number? Where was like the energy? You feel a bit some sort of discovery. It didn't felt like your guys were you were being held gunpoint. I think it's because you guys are done. Like the movie's ending. Again, it's not as powerful like the animation, but like I'm just like very impressed with the vocals with the finale. Like it sounded much better than the opening, which is weird to say, but like I really like the idea of Moana singing it and then her parents also singing it instead of like Lin-Manuel and like her as vocal. Now his songwriting partner, like the ancestor, just singing it. I like how it's everybody singing it. It kind of reminds me of like the nostalgic feel when I saw Moana 2 when they sang the song again towards the end, you know, which I like. So yeah, she's number 3. I like the idea of letting Moana and her people sing the song, you know. Okay, so number 2, I put Shining. I think it's because they did brought back the voice actor that did the voicing of the crab. I forgot the name of the crab, but the crab. And it's so good. Again, it's very similar to the original. But then the rendering of the live action character was pretty good actually. I really liked it. I like the use of those little crabs in the sequence. And the coloring reminds me of like Ursula's layer of like neon lights to make it a little bit like easy when they render it in the color of under the water. I did enjoy it, like when I see it visually in my own eye, but it didn't feel like the nostalgic feel versus like the original versus like the number song we're going to be talking about. But like he's great. I know it's better than the other ones in this list, but she's almost there, number 2. You know, it's great to hear his voice back, you know. I mean, it's not as good as like the original when he first sang, but this one's like pretty okay, you know. Great sequence. And yeah. Okay, my number 1 pick, I'm surprised this is my number 1. And I prefer how far you go in original than this one, but like the live action did like, that's what I like about these remakes. I put You're Welcome. I think it's because what I like about this render, they did something different. It's similar to how it is in animation, but it's very a little bit different how they perform this song. I like the use of the 2D animation with little Maui and his tattoo, like how they used that throughout the entire movie, especially with this song. It's really amazing. Again, it's just nostalgic. It's because like The Rock voiced Maui and he did voice Maui. I mean, it's like the same actor voicing Maui. That's what has a bit of nostalgia. It would have been amazing more if The Rock gave us more energy. There was a little bit, but not so much. Just felt more like, yeah, I know you guys are here for this song. Like I'm just here for the paycheck. That's what it kind of felt like, which is weird. Like the animation he has more energy with his vocal versus this one just felt like, I'm here. You know who I am. You know why I'm here to sing this. Like it just felt like he just doesn't feel like proud singing this song versus animation, but which is weird. Like, but I just like the nostalgic feel. That's why it was fun. I found the number, it was very fun. It was very colorful. It was like a little bit of like, I was gonna say it's more of like a boost of energy that this movie needed, that it should have been throughout the entire movie, but this one has like a bit of like boost of energy. So when I saw the I was like, oh my god, thank goodness we need some like energy and more fun with this movie, because that's what's missing in this remake. So I put You're Welcome number. It just has like to me like a more nostalgic feel. It's kind of nice to see The Rock back after this. Like we need some boost of energy in the movie, so that's why I put it for number 1. So that is my ranking of this unnecessary remake that we didn't really ask for. Let me know comments below, what do you think of the movies if you end up seeing it yourself, and the number, how they translate from a live action to the animation. And did they satisfy you, or are you just like me, just disappointed with the result of this live action movie? Could have been worse, but it had to exist. unfortunately. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? And this soundtrack made it just makes Snow White sounds a little bit better, to be honest with you. But like, I don't know, we'll see. Time will tell. So this is my initial reaction with the ranking. So yeah, that is it. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? And I'll see you on my next video, which will be the Descendants Wicked Wonderland soundtrack ranking. So see you on that video. Okay, bye! We know the way. Okay, enjoy. Okay, bye. Poof. Ooh, it's so hot in here. Can't wait to turn on the fan. I'm surprised how much I put it in high up. I'm very surprised. This is actually like a very great song. Oh, wait, that's it? Okay.